hiring manager, what are your top tips for making your profile stand out in what is a very crowded job market? So outside of just the CV, the cover letter, what can people be doing that would capture your attention?
I can answer, but only from my perspective. So maybe it's different. I cannot say the general rule or recommendation. But what usually captures my attention, if you write some hobby or some area of interest that is a little bit different, that is not only standard, So I think please be open and write about your passions or other interests in life. Don't stick just to the business, and your profession. Of course, you take a look at that. But usually I read those things that are a little bit different. I can say it helped me even in my case for getting a job at Paradox. I'm very passionate about Latin language. I believe that all people should study Latin also because it's an important part, especially for European culture. And at my first interview, the person who interviewed me saw that I wrote that with the small letters in my CV. And then we started, because also it's an important part of our historical games. We have some games that are happening in Roman Imperia. And, and then we find those, passion and connections. So I think it's really important. I usually read also those hobbies, and they can be different. Maybe they're different in myself, but then you show that you have some other interests and passions in life. And for me, it's important because it's important that you have also some other private interests than only work.
Thanks for the tip. That's very cool. And also, I want to talk to you about preparing for technical interviews and interviews in general. Are there any techniques that you can share for overcoming, number one, the nerves, because of course can be a little bit daunting, and just for preparing, really?
Usually when I interview, for me, it's important not to capture exactly the technologies and if you are like the best programmer in the world. Much more, I would like to capture the way of thinking, problem solving, because maybe today you use one set of technology, one technical stack, maybe we will move to some another. So from my perspective, it's much more that problem solving ability, the way how you think, how you approach the problem. And also, I would add now I'm using, it's not only a technical interview, but I like to interview for grit, to see how you are like persistence to solve the problem. If you are giving up quickly, easily, or you are staying and you really want to finish the initiative or, to complete things. So for me, it's even more important than pure technical skills.